Dr. Deepak Chopra is the master of the inner journey. He is a prolific author, a wellness wizard, a mind-body medical man, and a poet-prophet. He writes books about everything from rude atheism and alternative medicine to randomness and spiritual laws. His newest book is called War of the World Views. His newest entrepreneurial venture is here in Vancouver, where the first Chopra Yoga Center has erupted. It is my pleasure to welcome Dr. Deepak Chopra to Studio 4 to tell us more. Hello, my friend.
I like the word erupted. We're all an eruption of the infinite mind.
We are, for sure.
We are stardust, luminous beings through which the universe is now looking at itself.
You know, I had a particle physicist on this week, Lawrence Krauss, and he said we all come from star stuff, that a supernova exploded and made you and me.
That's true.
Do you buy that?
Oh, 100%. Every little atom in your body was born in a supernova or a dying red star or a nebula out in the cosmos. You are, this moment, the expression of the infinite possibilities inherent in that cosmos.
Who made the cosmos then?
Who became the cosmos is a better question. Consciousness conceives, constructs, governs, and then becomes the physical universe. Right now, as you and I are speaking, we are turning our consciousness into thoughts, which is becoming molecules, which is becoming sound, vibration, and people are listening to us. So every moment of our life, consciousness actualizes. Consciousness is the potential that becomes the actual. And then, you know, if you take anything that's actual and it disappears, it doesn't actually disappear, it returns to its potential form. If you leave a subatomic particle alone, it evolves into a wave. But unlike a subatomic particle, which has units of mass and energy, a wave is just a number.
So are you telling me that first there is consciousness and then there is matter?
If by consciousness we recognize the definition that consciousness is the potential for both subject and object of experience. So consciousness is neither the subject of experience nor the object of experience, but the potential for both.
So is there a spirituality that is consistent with science? I know it's one of the major questions you two talk about in this book. You two, him being a theoretical physicist.
Here we are. I mean, most scientists don't get this, but they should. That science is based on theory, experiment, and observation. Theories are conceived in consciousness. Experiments are designed in consciousness. Observations are made in consciousness. There is no science without consciousness, and consciousness is our spirit.
I know that, I think it was Einstein who said cosmic and religious feelings are the noblest motive for scientific research.
Yes.
Cosmic and religious feelings.
Yes. By religion, we don't though mean some self-righteous morality, which is just jealousy with a halo, but the religious experience, which is one of transcendence, going beyond the subject-object split, getting in touch with platonic values that come from that level of existence, truth, goodness, beauty, harmony, evolution, and then a sense of immortality, not of the body-mind as you and I are, because that's constantly shifting, but that sense of immortality that comes from a domain of awareness which is beyond space and time.
Pico Iyer was also here, and I'm not name dropping, but we've had a good week. And Pico Iyer talked with me about the man within his head, the person he has been influenced by and inspired by, which was one Graham Greene, the English writer. And it seemed odd, but do you think we all have someone within our head?
Yeah, I would rephrase that within our consciousness, because our head is also within our consciousness. Your body is also within your consciousness. When you say head, where do you conceive of the head or experience the head or somebody's head? In your consciousness. So the universe, the physical body, and our mind are all within consciousness. And yes, we are endlessly renewed and created in each other because we all exist in relationship only.
I like that thought. Consciousness is the creator.
Yes.
Hence, I am the creator.
Yes, I, but not the small I, which is Deepak or you as a person. the big I, which is beyond the individual personality.
Right.
Yes.
The I and you.
The I
are
within the
ego.
I. You know, when Jesus says I and the Father are one,
Yes.
if you look at the Aramaic, Ena, it's the I within the I.
Okay. Let's go to the Sanskrit then and talk about yoga.
Yeah.
What does yoga mean? What does the word mean?
It comes from the word yuj, which means union. So the word yoga means to go back and become united with the source of your existence, which is the source of all existence. The self of the individual is also the self of the universe.
So in this day of craziness, we're tweeting and YouTubing and connecting on the outside. People are longing for some stillness. My sense is they are longing for some stillness, some balance.
Yes, but on the other hand, this craziness is what is making it possible right now for a lot of people, millions of people, to listen to this conversation and have insight and intuition and spark their creativity and imagination. So the new technologies are creating a cosmic and global identity in many ways. We're getting whatever there's happening out there, the Arab Spring, Occupy Wall Street, wouldn't be happening if we were not shifting from ethnic and religious identity into a global and hopefully a cosmic identity. So I think it's the dynamic dance between this frenzied craziness and the inner stillness that is the basis of all creative evolution. You have to have both.
And you have written about the spiritual laws of success. I think there's 7. I don't know why there's 7, but
7, everything is 7.
Everything is 7? Really?
Well, 7 chakras, 7 laws, 7 days in Genesis, etc., etc. Isn't it the 7 deadly sins too?
Probably.
Yeah,
yes, I think so. Sloth and things like that. A pharmacist told me the other day, however, when they prescribe pills, there are always 10.
Oh yeah, that's the pharmaceutical industry. It has to be a little more greedy than the rest.
Yeah, we don't know why, but there's always 10 pills.
Yes.
Take 10 antibiotics. Okay, back to yoga. 4 types of yoga you say in the morning paper.
Well, the yoga of meditation, stillness, breathing, and what we call Hatha Yoga, which is what our studio is here about, the Vancouver Chopra Center studio. But we include in that, the understanding of the yoga of love, the yoga of the intellect, which is science, the yoga of action, frequently referred to as karma yoga, which is service, serving the ecosystem. The center here will focus on not only yoga traditionally as it is, the 7 spiritual laws of yoga as we've improvised them, but also on the evolution of yoga. We have hot yoga here, we're going to have hip-hop yoga, we're going to really,
so that doesn't
like
offend
everything
you.
else, yoga
It's
has
just
to evolve.
current.
Yes, it's current, it's hip, it's cool.
It's hot yoga, it's hip-hop yoga, really.
Also,
And
amongst other things, our basic fundamental scaffolding is around the 7 spiritual laws of yoga.
Right.
The law of pure potentiality, giving, karma, least effort, intention and desire, detachment, dharma. And we anchor these spiritual principles with movements in the body.
So we give, we receive, we create abundance in our lives.
We keep the dance going.
We keep the dance going.
It's like a spiral.
We keep circulating.
We spiral into enlightenment.
Okay, dare I ask, do you practice yoga?
Yes, absolutely. I practice yoga. I do exercise on Mondays and Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays, exercise as in the gym. Wednesdays and Thursdays I do yoga. Friday I have a massage. Saturday and Sunday I go for personal training with a yoga instructor or my trainer. So 7 days a week.
And when do you have a martini? That's the question.
I make martinis in my consciousness.
Okay, in that head.
That
yes,
head.
Okay. Deepak Chopra, our guest, his newest book, fascinating. It's a debate with a particle physicist, theoretical physicist, really.
Who co-wrote Grand Design with Stephen Hawking.
Yes, and he's a friend of Stephen Hawking's.
He's now my friend too.
He's now your friend too, which is the fascinating part. I love the cover, and he's a Caltech physicist, is he?
Yes.
So he debated with you on the War of the Worldviews.
Yeah,
science?
but we're now putting out a new edition where the science versus spirituality word is gone. It's science and spirituality.
Really? So you bonded?
We bonded. I taught him how to meditate, and he taught me mathematics.
How interesting. We'll come back with Deepak Chopra.